Serious question to liberals and to the media who are so glad that you think this is it. You've gotten rid of Orange Man. Are you ready for the wrath to come? Notice I didn't say, what are you going to do on day two? If you manage to cheat to the point that you've dragged Biden across the finish line and they're good, we got rid of Orange Man. Okay, then what? Now, that's what other people are asking. I'm not asking that. I know what libloon ideas you've got up your sleeve. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you point blank. What are you going to do with the unbelievable wrath that will be unleashed in your direction? Donald Trump first came to national attention after he wrote a book called The Art of the Deal. I've read the book. It's become a standard among the business world to read that book. Now, of course, he wrote that book when he was this young, hotshot real estate up-and-comer in New York. And he puts out the book, and that's what brought him to national attention. He was already known in New York and on the East Coast, but that really put him out there. Then came the crushing recession. His businesses went through a really rough time, and it was, banks wouldn't loan him money, and it got rough. And the experts, that was it. They were done with Trump. He was a flash in the pan, over, out, finished. Some of those guys even tried to buy him out, tried to really put the screws to him financially. But then something happened. He managed to put together a couple of deals that not only saved his neck, but it was the process of turning things around. And turn around he did. He went back on top. He stayed there and eventually became the host of the number one TV reality show of all time, The Apprentice. People don't seem to talk about the other book he wrote, The Art of the Comeback. Now, I've read this book at least, 5 times maybe 6. I love this book. And there's 2 chapters in here that are of a personal favorite of the president. And that is what he refers to as one of the needed ingredients in coming back, is not just keeping a winning mentality, which is what he's tried to do with the coronavirus. He's kept a winning attitude. And by the way, Tom Brokaw, who is certainly no supporter of Donald Trump or conservative ideology, Tom Brokaw actually said that was a masterstroke of President Trump in the last 3 weeks of the campaign, was to come out and let people know the virus is here, but we can live with it. We are going to open up. We are going to get back to work. We are going to get back to normal. And Tom Brokaw is even warning liberals, hey, endless mandates and masks and hanging on Fauci's every word, that's not the way to go. That is not the message the American people want to hear. Even Democrat and I've been saying that even the liberals in California want to get back to life. They want to get back to normal. But Donald Trump, one of his little nuggets is revenge. And so here's my question to you in the media, and you never Trumpers, and you hater of all things Donald Trump. Is he more dangerous to you in the Oval Office as the president, where he does have to follow some decorum and procedure as the president? Or does he become a bigger threat to you out of office when he's back in his natural world, his natural habitat, where he can truly be the Trump? How many businessmen did he enjoy bankrupting when they were trying to take advantage of him when he was down, only to later regret it when he turned his business around and then set his sights on going after them, bankrupting them, putting them out of business. Hey, media, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, seriously? Because if you think Donald Trump is just gonna go away to Mar-a-Lago and play golf, give me a break. I'll tell you exactly what he's gonna do. This is my own prediction. He's going to either create or buy a media outlet. I think he buys something like Newsmax, which has already been building an audience and building a platform and is on every cable system in the nation. I think he buys an outlet like Newsmax. I think he steals a couple people like Hannity and Tucker away from Fox News. I think he launches some other new people. And I think he creates, first of all, he's going to take down Fox News. He really feels that they have knifed him in the back, and he is going to come hot and heavy after them. And Murdoch is not a conservative. He caters to a conservative audience because that's where he makes money, but at the end of the day, he's controlled opposition. He is part of the swamp. He is just more PR. And I believe that Donald Trump understands one thing. He learns quick on the fly. And I think it shocked him that once he got in office, he just assumed that, people would just sort of come along. Even the media world that he was so well immersed in, and the entertainment world that he was a part of, and they didn't. You think about everything Donald Trump accomplished despite the deck being stacked against him, despite the odds being against him. 24/7 news coverage that was anti. I mean, they had people convinced that, he ate babies for lunch and that he was Satan incarnate. This is what we've been told. And yet he got so much accomplished and still had over 70 million people come out and vote for him. And he made more inroads into minority communities than any Republican since 1960. The evil orange man, who we were told is racist and he wants to throw all the Mexicans out. And yet he split the Latino vote in half. And he has huge margins in the black community that have never been there before. And of course, the media is already crediting, the Republicans have made inroads. Republicans haven't done jack squat. Donald Trump did that. He had millions of people rally for him. They had boat parades and car parades and 40,000+ people sitting out in freezing temperatures to hear him give a speech in an outdoor runway of an airport. Now you let him have his own media outlet, where that outlet begins to build on and promote his ideology. And then I predict that he hires a bunch of really smart techie guys, and he creates rivals to Twitter and YouTube and maybe even Facebook. That he's just gonna spend his waning. He knows he can't run again, that his age would be against him. But that doesn't mean he's going to go away. He's going to take these people on their own turf so that in time, when the next candidate who fully embraces what I'll go ahead and call the Trump doctrine, make America great, strong nationalism, that when that candidate comes along, he's already got a support base of tens of millions of people, where he'll already have a base to draw from and build on, and he'll be able to speak uncensored. Okay, media, you picked the fight. Don't think you're ready for it, though. And you leftist loons that are celebrating, you never Trumpers that are salivating, I got a feeling that, and some of it's just when he goes back to his regular day-to-day business life, he gonna find some of you guys out there in the business world that betted against him, and I should say bet against him. You know what? You might just as well sell your stuff now and go into retirement. Because when he retires you, there won't be anything left for you to actually retire on. That's it. Now, don't panic. I'm not throwing in the towel. The president is still fighting. But I just want our liberal friends to think about, well, is he more dangerous to us in office or out of office? Hey, make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Make sure you smack the bell and click the word all to get notification of my next rant.